In business, the government will gradually lift its ban on scrap metal dealings starting May 1st. This has, however, been welcomed by some scrap dealers, with others, on the other hand, saying that these will now require vetting processes on their license, which will take quite some time. Industrialization Cabinet Secretary Betty Maina on Tuesday said that starting May, trading in scrap metal will be confined to only those who are duly licensed. Those found operating illegally will be fined at least 10 million shillings. Here is Dolly Murigi with a story.
It's now a sigh of relief for traders who have pleaded and even protested the ban on scrap metal trade after the government announced the lifting of the ban from May 1st. But the dealers are still facing handles as they are required to comply with regulations set by the state last month. Industrialization Cabinet Secretary Betty Maina on Tuesday announced an updated version on the scrap metal regulations, saying that only licensed traders will be allowed to do business, and that license application would undergo vetting by county agencies. President Uhuru Kenyatta on January 20th imposed an indefinite ban on scrap metal trade to curb increased vandalism of key installations. A number of legal experts disagreed with the Treasury and Labour, saying it was doubtful the president had the power to abruptly close an economic sector, hurting many people without wide public participation. And since then, scrap metal dealers have had rough times due to the urgent need to cater for the families.
Itakuwa mzuri sana kama mimi mwana scrap. Itakuwa imenisaidia juu nilikuwa nalisha na familia yangu. Sasa ingefanya mzuri tufunguliwe, na ingekuwa mzuri sana kama tukifunguliwa, na hata kama hiyo wakati imefungwa ni vizuri sana kama wana scrap sisi tufuate sheria, si ndio? Na ile mikakati wataeka sisi tutaweza kuifuata.
Bado pesa yetu imelala kwa hiyo kiwanja, na tumekuwa tukilipa mama watchman. Ukilipa rent ya kule unaishi, rent ya kiwanja na kulipa Masai, so we have a lot of expenses. Sasa vile tungeomba, if only we could be given a grace period of 1 month or 2 months, 60 days, and then while we are on the job, we apply, we bring those people to see what we do.
The theft and vandalism of road barriers, guardrails, utility infrastructure, conductors, cables, copper wire, railway gauge blocks and rail, transformers and other materials were highly targeted in the trade. The unregulated scrap metal trade sector, which was dead pending regulation, will be lifted next month, but these have, however, not been welcomed by the scrap metal dealers. They say it will be a difficult process and not easy for the business to revive, since they will be required to bring a vetting council for approval, which will also take time, which might be a month or so.
Hata kwa na hiyo pesa tena utabidi ulete the vetting council, wakuja waone pali unafanyia kazi, wafanye approval. See, that's a process. You don't know how long it will take. Before you bring them here, it will take time to go to them, to ask them to come to your kiwanja, and for them also to come, and for them also to give you a go-ahead. It's called a process. So it seems that's another 1 month's process.
A copy of a license is what the scrap metal dealers are required to have in order to begin their business from next month, but the dealers believe that this will take a whole process and indeed expensive. Dolly Murigi, Hope TV, Nairobi.